All right, welcome back to Big Country Politics. We're continuing our discussion with Senator Dawn Buckingham, District 24. Well, we've talked about kind of everything that I've wanted to bring up, but I want to let you highlight some of the stuff that you're going around and talking about in your district.
Well, thank you. I think we had a great session. We accomplished some really big things that are very exciting. I feel like we could talk for 10 days, but since we just have a few minutes, you have to say the public school finance was really the biggest win. I mean, for the first time in decades, out from under a court order, I feel like we really bared down and did the hard work to do what was right by our kids. You know, as a mom, as a Christian, I truly believe the most important thing we do is educate our children. I was very excited at the end result where we saw an increase in the basic allotment so that our schools are going to see some increased funding. And most importantly, we focused that money in the classroom. We wanted our educators, our librarians, our counselors to reap the majority of the benefits of that increase in funding. And so we're very excited about that.
Well, and we just saw it in our last school board meeting. Our teachers got a pay raise, something that they've been looking forward to for a very long time, and for something that people have been asking for.
The average teacher in the state should get a benefit package increase of roughly $4,200. It varies a little bit by school district. The other thing that kind of became part of that was that we increased the state share of what we give to the schools so that it decreased your individual property tax burdens, so you should see a little cut in your property taxes as well.
That's also something you fought for, is decreasing our property tax, right?
Very much so. We're very much a fiscal conservative. We very much think that property taxes are a huge problem in the state. We're excited about the initial decrease people are going to see. We're also excited about with the caps. It's kind of a complicated, but the schools are held at 2.5% automatic rollback where they used to be at 4%, and the cities and counties, depending on size, are at 3.5% with some exceptions. But people should see their taxes go up less dramatically. So they should see overall an improvement and then the immediate improvement. The other thing we're excited that it's also tied to that, and something else I campaigned on, is just keeping our promises to our teachers and their pension. Their pension has not been actuarially sound for a very long time, so we made that investment. We were able to get their pension actuarially sound. We were actually able to give them a little bit of a 13th check. It's kind of a cost of living upgrade for this year. We had a little extra money, and we were just happy to do that for our retired teachers.
That's a one-time thing. They get that, what, an extra $2,000?
The 13th check was this year. But you know, if we have money in the future, we'll do that again. But a lot of our teachers are really struggling financially, and we wanted to be able to help them with that.
Well, and I guess that goes directly into the classroom as well, because if they're less stressed about their bills, they'll be able to do their job better and spend more time with the kids, correct?
That's exactly right. And then, you know, finally, you know, we just have to protect life. So we made some good strides on that this session. Protecting the unborn is also very important. So between increasing public school finance, helping all of our teachers, and lowering taxes and protecting life, I think we had a really great session.
When you were first elected, you talked about border security and talked about the federal government actually taking over border security on the Texas border, and hopefully that would save the state money. How have things gone on that front so far?
Well, I think we're all seeing the humanitarian crisis that is the border. When you see such, when you see the kids that are trafficked, when you see the drugs that are coming across, when you see the terrible things happening to women, I think we can all acknowledge that there's a tremendous humanitarian crisis. Technically, the border is the federal government's job. The state has felt the need to invest very heavily to the tune of $1 billion, and I think you probably saw that Abbott sent 1,000 guard troops down to try and help. Right now, the systems are just completely overwhelmed by the massive humanity coming across. Until we get complete operational control of the border, we're not going to be able to fix that, so we're going to partner with the federal government and do everything we can until we get that operational control and then move forward from there.
There is lots of focus on the border right now because of the shootings that happened over the weekend, and I just want to get your opinion, your your thoughts on that before we have to go.
Sure. I'm a very strong supporter of the Second Amendment. I think we're all right now in mourning. I think we're figuring out exactly what did happen, exactly what went wrong and where it went wrong. I think mental illness does play a tremendous part of that. You know, we've invested heavily in mental health and did a mental health consortium this last session, so hopefully that will start getting better. We're going to have to look for solutions. You know, when I was growing up, I'm a big hunter, I'm a big shooter. You know, my parents taught me how to handle a gun and what happens when you shoot something and the reality of that. And I am concerned that our children lose that a little bit with some of the games they play, and maybe that teaching at home isn't what it needs to be, but we're all interested in finding solutions so that we don't have these incidences again.
And I guess there really is there's not an easy fix to this. There's ideas, but you know, maybe it's a culture change. I don't know.
No, you know, yes, it's very interesting and incredibly unfortunate. I know Governor Abbott has scheduled a bunch of hearings, and I think we all put our heads together and figure out how to move forward. I still think the root of the problem is a shift in the culture and the problems we're having with mental illness, and we'll look forward to finding those solutions.
All right, well, we'll be watching on that front. Senator Buckingham, thank you very much for joining us today on Big Country Politics.
Thanks so much for having me out. Good
Thank
to
you
see
for coming in. All right, we'll be back on Big Country Politics.